Hi guys, I'm back with another video for all you HBAR out there. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
The project I'm covering today is Hedera Hashgraph. The ticker is HBAR. According to CoinMarketCap, Hedera Hashgraph is currently ranked 33rd among all cryptocurrencies. It's currently trading at a price point of just under 5 cents. It has a market cap of just over 1.5 billion, a max supply of 50 billion, and a circulating supply of 32.2 billion, which is about 65% in circulation. Back in 2021, HBAR reached an all-time high of 57 cents, which is currently down 91% since then. Now, as many of you guys know, this is one of my favorite projects in the crypto space. I think it has a great chance to explode next bull run. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, Hedera is the most used, sustainable, enterprise-grade public network for the decentralized economy that allows individuals and businesses to create powerful decentralized applications. Hedera Hashgraph is a layer 1 project, however, it's not a blockchain, but rather it uses Hashgraph as its consensus mechanism. Hashgraph was a newer technology created in 2016 that has faster transaction speeds and higher throughputs. Now, what separates Hedera Hashgraph from other layer 1 projects is it was built for large institutions, large corporations. Now, as I've talked about in my previous HBAR videos, a big reason I'm so bullish on Hedera Hashgraph is because of Dr. Lehman Baird. I think he is a fantastic leader, and I think he is brilliant for the crypto space. And he's the one that created the Hashgraph consensus algorithm. He accumulated more than a decade of experience in various computer science and security roles, and previously worked as a senior research scientist at the Academy Center by Cyberspace Research. He also holds the position of co-founder and CTO at Swirlds Inc., a platform for building dApps. And having a background in computer science and security is massive. You do not want a layer 1 project that's susceptible to hacking constantly. And I also want to point out the Hashgraph consensus algorithm itself is post-quantum secure, as long as you have a post-quantum signature. This is huge. Quantum computing will make it significantly easier for hackers to actually succeed at stealing money, destroying blockchains, hashgraphs, whatever they are trying to accomplish. But Hedera is already on top of that, which is a great thing to see. Now, when you look at Hedera's website, they have just under 3 million mainnet accounts created. That's actually not too bad. That's around the same as Internet Computer. And in the last 24 hours, they've had 116 million transactions, coupled with a 5.64 second consensus finality. To put things into perspective, Bitcoin can take up to 2 hours to be 99.976% sure that the transaction will not get reversed. Hedera Hashgraph is 100% certain at 5.64 seconds. And they also have an average transaction cost of a tenth of a penny. Now, as I talk about in all of my HBAR videos, the governing council is quite literally the biggest reason I am so bullish on Hedera Hashgraph. When you have connections to Google, Kafra, Dell Technologies, IBM, Chainlink Labs at a 1.5 billion market cap, I find it extremely difficult to believe that Hedera Hashgraph can actually fail. On top of that, Hedera Hashgraph is one of 7 cryptos to be rumored to be ISO 20022 compliant, which allows them to integrate within the whole financial sector and help with cross-border payments, while also working alongside central banks. Now, July 5th, Hedera becomes the top distributed ledger technology to break records with 13 billion transactions. I made a video on Hedera Hashgraph about a month ago where Hedera Hashgraph had just recently broken 10 billion transactions. They've already broken 13 billion. That's 3 billion more in a month. That is incredible how fast Hedera Hashgraph is actually growing. Now, this is not directly correlated to Hedera Hashgraph. However, I want to talk about BlackRock filing for a Bitcoin ETF. What exactly does this mean for crypto? In my personal opinion, if this ETF actually gets passed, I would go as far to say that it could potentially even start an early bull market for crypto. BlackRock is in charge of trillions of dollars of funds. They are the world's largest asset manager. Most people do not understand how small the cryptocurrency market actually is. As of November of 2022, the S&P 500 was 40 times larger than the cryptocurrency market. That just means that the amount of growth that the cryptocurrency market could have is enormous. And when you have BlackRock getting into it, I think that could skyrocket the price, especially that of Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin skyrockets, I think there's a good chance Hedera Hashgraph would skyrocket and most other altcoins. Now, when you look at Hedera Hashgraph's Twitter, they have finally broken that 300,000 follower barrier. That is a huge milestone. And as usual, I'm nothing but impressed with Hedera Hashgraph. Hashgraph. They are posting still every single day, keeping their community up to date. And I also want to point out what they just retweeted. Hedera experienced a staggering 489% quarter-on-quarter revenue growth. I challenge you guys to go out and find other layer 1 cryptos that are making the kind of growth that Hedera Hashgraph is making. This was fueled by the increased usage of Hedera's consensus service benefiting Web 2 and Web 3 applications such as supply chain tracking and voting, counting, and DAOs. Now, pretty much every Hedera Hashgraph video I make, I would like to do a price prediction just so you guys know if my opinions change. And as of right now, they have not. Now, when you look at Solana, last bull run, it reached a market cap of $78.2 billion. And as we discussed, Hedera Hashgraph right now is currently trading at $1.5 billion. If you go to market cap of and you put Hedera Hashgraph in and you put Solana in, theoretically, if HBAR was to reach the price point of Solana's market cap at its all-time high, it'd be sitting at a price point of $2.40, which would be about a 51x. I think that's absolutely possible. Now, a big part of that is because I think Hedera Hashgraph is a better layer 1 than Solana. I think Hedera Hashgraph has better partnerships. I don't like the fact that Solana's blockchain has went down several times, whereas Hedera Hashgraph has zero downtime. And there are many other reasons that I think Hedera Hashgraph is a better layer 1 than Solana. All that being said, Solana had FTX and a lot of other influencers promoting it, which Hedera Hashgraph at the current moment does not have. I also understand that there is significantly more layer 1 competition than there ever has been in the crypto space. That being said, remember, Hedera Hashgraph runs on Hashgraph. It is not a blockchain, and the Hashgraph consensus mechanism is patented, which means that there is no other layer 1 project that's going to be able to copy them. So Hedera Hashgraph is always going to stand out among the crowd, and I believe it will have its time to shine. Now, obviously, this price prediction is very bullish and a little bit rich for some of your guys' liking, and I think if I were to do a very conservative price prediction, I would compare HBAR and XRP's current market cap, which is about $24 billion, which theoretically would put HBAR at a price point of about 75 cents, and that would be about a 16x. However, personally, I think it'll be a little bit closer to Solana. Regardless, these price predictions are just my opinion. Please do your own research and come to your own conclusions. Now, when you look at Hedera Hashgraph on the weekly time frame, as you can see, the stochastics were oversold and are starting to push up, and the RSI is also in the oversold region. And now, if you pull a Fibonacci, HBAR is currently trading beneath the 786, and then you could also argue that Hedera Hashgraph is in a little bit of a falling wedge or a bull pennant, which break up 68% of the time, and the measured move would take you to a little bit over 11 cents. Now, measured moves do not always play out. However, traditionally, these 4 indicators suggest it is a great time to start accumulating a cryptocurrency if you believe in it long term. Personally, I think HBAR looks phenomenal on the weekly time frame. I have seen this pattern break out many times. That being said, none of this is financial advice. But keep in mind, most cryptocurrencies right now are tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rises, most will rise. If Bitcoin falls, most will fall. And to that point, I want to show you guys Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. So as I've said in like my last 5 videos, I am a big time stochastic trader, and Bitcoin had a weekly candle close above $30,000, and the RSI is not even close to being overbought yet. It still has plenty of room to continue coming up, and I could certainly see Bitcoin making its way up into that $36,000, $37,000 region. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed, and macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if bad news comes out, Bitcoin could crash back down to 15K. Anything is possible, so just keep an open mind. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how do you guys feel about Hedera Hashgraph? And where do you think the crypto market's headed within the next few weeks? Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
I'm hitting the ground running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand, and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome.